Hey Pretty Sweet Gang, Mo here, and today we're going to make some easy Halloween cookies, and we're going to be using dark chocolate cake mix by Duncan Hines. You're going to need 2 cold eggs and a 1/3 cup of veggie oil and any type of Halloween themed candies. I have candy corn, M&Ms, and I have some royal icing pumpkins here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those, but we'll see. So I'm just going to get right on into it. You want to go ahead and dump your cake mix into your bowl. You want to go ahead and add your oil and crack your eggs and add those. Also, I'm going to be using some Wilton's black gel color because I want my cookies to be black instead of brown. And that's another reason why I'm going to use the dark fudge, because it's already a really dark cake mix and you won't need as much black gel to make it black. So you want to mix it in a little bit, and then you want to go right in and add your gel color. I don't have a measurement. You definitely will not need a tablespoon. Maybe this is about a teaspoon, maybe a little more. I know it looks like a lot on camera, but you can definitely just add a little bit at a time and add more as you go. But I'm pretty sure that this will be really good because, like I said, our cake mix is dark fudge, so it's going to be already really dark. And you want to just go ahead and take a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon and go ahead and mix that in well. And as you can see, it's already really dark. It's already black, actually. So yeah, you just want to mix that in and make sure you scrape the sides and the bottom of your bowl so you can get all of your cake mix and everything combined very well. As you see me scraping here and folding it into itself just to make sure everything is fully combined and that the black food coloring is combined completely through your cookie batter. So then you want to go ahead and grab you a lined cookie sheet, whether you use parchment paper or a silicone mat. I'll be using a silicone mat as usual. And then you want to grab you a small cookie scoop. The cookie scoop I'm going to be using, I also use for cake pops when I'm rolling like cake pop balls or whatever. And I believe it's like a 2 tablespoon cookie scoop. There we go. So then you want to go ahead and scoop out your batter. And you want to make sure that your cookies are 2 inches apart because they are going to spread as they bake. And you want to go ahead and have your oven preheated to 350 degrees. You're going to be baking your cookies anywhere from 11 to 13 minutes. My oven gets pretty hot, so I'm just going to go ahead and bake those for 11 minutes. But you can determine that if you're familiar with your oven or you're going to be experimenting with your first batch, but that's okay. We live and we learn. So you can add any add-ins. If you were going to be using any kind of nuts or whatever, you can go ahead and mix those in the beginning. I'm going to be using some white chocolate chips. I didn't want to mix that in my batter because I am using a black gel color, so I didn't want my white chocolate chips to have like a weird gray color or anything. And then I also didn't want them to get lost inside of the cookies. I want them to be right on top of the cookies so that you can see them. So instead of adding them after I bake, I'm going to go ahead and add them right now, right on top of my cookie dough. And they're not going to fall off or anything. You just want to push those in slightly, and they're definitely going to stick to the cookies, and they're going to bake and be right on top of the cookies, and you'll see that in just a second. So after you let your cookies bake, you want to pull them out of the oven and allow them to rest on that same hot cookie sheet for about 5 minutes before removing them and adding them to a cooling rack. And you can decorate as usual. So my candies that I have candy corns, and I have orange and white Halloween themed M&Ms, and I'll be adding those. And my cookies right now are still warm. I did not let them cool off completely because I want them to be really soft, and I want my candy to kind of melt into the cookie so that they do stick. I did not want to bake them on the cookie because I did not want the candy to burn or change colors or anything. As you see, the chocolate chips, the white chocolate chips did change colors a little bit, but that's normal and I'm perfectly fine with that. It's a Halloween themed cookie, so I actually think it adds a little something extra to my cookies or whatever. So I'm just going to add a candy corn, and I'm going to add one of those M&Ms. You can add more. This is just kind of the look I was going for, to give a slight little Halloween theme, so I'm okay with that. Then I also have the royal icing pumpkins, and I am going to go ahead and use those. So here you see me drizzling some orange chocolate just like on one side of the cookie to add a nice pop of color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my royal icing pumpkins right on top of the chocolate, so as the chocolate dries, they'll go ahead and stick to that. And I'm not going to show it on camera because I ended up deciding also to add a piece of candy corn onto my cookies. I know some people hate candy corn, but I love candy corn and I think they're really cute for Halloween. And yeah, that's pretty much our cookies right there. And I'm just going to bag one of each design in my self-adhesive clear cookie bags. And yeah, a nice simple treat for the kids. If you're staying in, we don't really take our kids trick-or-treating anymore. It's kind of dangerous out there, so I'm making treats for my nieces and nephews so that we'll have like a scary movie night for Halloween instead of getting out in these streets. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. Let me know if you like it. If you try it, tag me in your photos or your videos, and y'all have a nice
Happy Halloween
day.